Well, it helps if I mute the mic. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Good to see you back here on the farm. Let me reset something. It's 2 seconds there. There we go. Welcome back to the farm. We're back on the FSN. It is springtime here on Hobo Hollow 4X, which means we need to plant stuff. It's the first day of spring. Got to get it planted now. Don't want to wait. I want to be able to harvest it and then flip the crop and do it again. So, got to get it done. We got to do it. Right now we have barley and oats in the fields. We're going to plant wheat on this field and sorghum on that one. Probably. Let's switch over to wheat. Wheat. There we go. Wheat selected. Let's go ahead and drop that down, turn it on. And we're just going to go as far as we can here. Hopefully, we can make some good progress. We never did get a, what's that thing called? A mulcher, but it's okay. We have fertilizer, right? We have our weeder. We can drag, which will do partial weeds, which is enough. We just don't want to we don't want this type of weeds again, right? I'll just have to get back on Thursday at the latest to redo this. Drag the weeds and whatnot, so we don't have to worry about it. But yeah, that's where we're at. That's what we're doing today. Tomorrow, back on the back on Iowa, more than likely. But today, this is what we got. How's it going, everybody? I hope you're doing well. Celtic Moon re-upping for 27 months. Thank you so very much for 27 months of sub support on Twitch. I appreciate that. Much appreciated. Bob, what's up, buddy? How are you? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Celtic Moon is on, looks like it was hanging out on YouTube for a minute. It's on Twitch. Tia, what's up? Douche, you're welcome to set up on a few of my fields if you like. Taking a break this in-game year. I mean, I could, but I feel like I've got just enough, just enough to fill up my schedule. I don't want to go too crazy here. Not incredibly excited about overloading myself. Because I've still got Iowa going on, and I've still got to get the multiplayer, our last community multiplayer server up and running too. So I appreciate it. I'm gonna try to judge this on time and see about how full the schedule is with this. But maybe it's a possibility. I appreciate it though. Twitch was blank, so went to YouTube. That's weird. Very strange. That's okay though. That's the reason I stream on multiple different places, right? You get to watch somewhere anyway. Yeah, I just don't want to get too overwhelmed, which you know fully how that is. You know exactly how that feels. Kelsey, how's it going? Good to see you. Welcome. Good to see you again. Bob said I've been playing a few days on this map. Really? How do you like it? I like it. And I mean, this is the only area I ever really see of the map, but I still like it though. Yeah, I do. I like the map. I like the way it's laid out too. You love it? Yeah, it's a great map. Nothing wrong with it. Very fun map. Oh, we just tore the planter all to pieces there. Let's get up here and get straightened out. Let's try this again. Go. Sweet. DB, how's it going? The duck swam on the lake. I don't know. I don't know what that means.
Welcome back.
Psycho Mouse with 71 months of sub support on Twitch. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you for 71 months of sub support. Let's drop some plungers, hearts, and golden TP in chat. Chase, I hope you're doing well, buddy. Good to see you. Thank you for 71 months of sub support. Hard to believe it's been so long. Honestly. pretty wild. Pretty wild. It's been that long. Pretty crazy, even. I do this right. Yeah, okay. Good. Pretty wild. It's been that long, man. Yeah, I figured if I miss today, then we cause our whole season issues here. So getting this knocked out. I was gonna jump on Iowa actually, because I said Thursday. I think it was Thursday. We'd be back on Iowa on Monday. Maybe it was Thursday. I don't remember. But this was one of those times where like it has to be done today. There is no option, so we got to get it done. There's no option. Like. Not for the FSN. You don't get to delay things. You either do it then or you just miss it. So I didn't want to miss the opportunity to get this planted on the first day. So we're getting it done. I know not everybody's favorite, but we're actually finally starting to make some traction here. I did sell the rest of my silage, and I mowed some grass and put some more silage in here. It's not very much, but 47,000 liters worth. So not too bad. We're going to go ahead and deactivate that. But we do have now... at least 2 crops in the meal so we can start milling up flour. But we're going to have more soon. Soon. Hopefully. Maybe. Rodney, how's it going? Welcome. What you're saying sounds exactly how it is at the farm I work for in real life. I don't know. What is my saying? I can definitely see though. A lot of stuff on the farm just being it is what it is. You know, you got to get it done. Oh, I get what you're saying. You got to do it when it's ready, right? You can't put it off just because you don't feel like it that day. It's got to get done when it's ready to get done. If it's time to put seeds in the ground, you got to get them in the ground. If it's time to harvest, you got to harvest. You can't wait. I see what you're saying. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. That's true too. I mean, it's very true for farmers. I'm not a farmer, never have been a farmer, but I know specifically that's definitely a basic, should be a common knowledge explanation. You got to get it done when it's ready to get it done. So, Battery, what's up, buddy? How's it going, man? Hope all's well. When the crop has to go in, has to go in. Yeah, or you miss it. Yeah, it took me a second to realize what you were referring to, but yeah, that's true. That's true. When it has to be harvested, it's got to be harvested, or you lose it. Yeah, there are no do-overs. There's no mulligans in farming. You get it done, or you miss it. Which again is one reason this server is actually kind of fun, because it kind of forces you to stay on top of things, right? Like, you've got to be on here when it's ready or you miss it. What's up, Voltage? How's it going? Yeah, you got to be on here when it's ready or you just miss it completely. And I've done that for several years in-game years. So I've done that for several years in-game where I've just missed it, so I've just waited. Been mowing grass and still missed cutting grass more than once a year, you know. And normally you can get about 3 cuts out of fully grown grass on here. So happy that I finally did manage to make some progress, make some money. I think the only thing we do probably need to cut down completely on a lot of this, we need a mulcher and we need a roller, and we can really maximize profits here. I think that would be handy. I think we're going to have some more seed looking at this. I don't want to buy too much seed, though. Definitely want to make sure we're making some money back before we start buying tons and tons of seed. We got about $7,900, maybe $8,000 worth of silage sitting in the silage bin right now. But you can see I kind of went around and mowed just around the edge of my fields. I didn't get over on FSN property or anything. But I did go around, mow kind of the edge of my fields just to make sure that I did have some grass being processed. I feel like that was fairly important, just to have a little bit of a kind of a fallback of a couple of $1,000, you know, just something a little extra, just to make me feel a little bit better, so it's sitting there. So if I sell that at maximum price, I'll have about $8,000 or so. So just a little fallback, just in case. But I plan on getting a mulcher and a roller. Maybe not right now.
Welcome back.
But we definitely plan on getting one. So we can get the Dalbo for 140, or we can get the 1230 for 41. Either one's probably good. Crystal resubbing for 21 months. Much appreciated, Crystal. Using that Twitch Prime sub here when you could use it anywhere else on Twitch. You chose the crappiest place you could find. Thanks very much for 21 months of sub support here on Twitch. Get some hearts and plungers, Gold TP in chat for Crystal. Thanks very much. Players have just got all the DLCs. Nice. Very nice. I don't think I can plant really anything else, but barley is probably going to be something we're going to have to plant. I don't think we can plant... No, we can't plant sorghum yet, but we can plant barley. And barley is going to be our other crop that's going to take more of everything else. Did you have a stream earlier? I did, yeah. We played Medieval Dynasty. We jumped back on it. Let's go plant some barley on the big... This is our big field over here. Let's go plant some barley on it. Yeah, we played some Medieval Dynasty for the first time in a while. Just a little bit, that's okay though. Go back and watch later. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. I discovered some new stuff that I didn't know about, that I didn't know that got released into the game. So it was actually quite fun. I was actually kind of surprised. I didn't realize some of that stuff had been put out. And if you're wondering where I stream Medieval Dynasty, you can check it out on my main YouTube channel, youtube.com/DeuceMS. Just find it there. I mainly do live streams on that channel, so if you're looking for past stuff and you click on the videos tab, you're not going to find as many as if you just click on the live stream tab. I really hate that YouTube split that up. That's the silliest thing ever. Like, if I wanted a separate section for live streams, I would make a live stream playlist and have it separated. Kind of silly. I pick a map for MP. Not yet. Not yet. But I will have one by Friday this week. We will have one by Friday. Definitely. Definitely we'll have one by Friday. We'll be kicking off the multiplayer. I think, like I said, at some point, I'm going to start taking Fridays off during the day. But I may try to throw in a stream on Saturday. And I know we usually do Friday multiplayer, but I feel like even then, it's not as popular because of the time of day that it is. And I stream on my main YouTube channel on Friday night, so that's not an option. So I think at some point I'm going to try to throw in a Saturday stream, but I really need Friday to record and edit. Probably Mondays as well. We'll probably shift to 3 days a week during the day. So it'd be like Monday afternoon for Twitch and nothing on YouTube that day. And then Friday night on YouTube but nothing on Twitch did today. And I know it sucks, but I've really got to do something about my time management because I'm not getting enough stuff done. I'm just not getting enough done. Saturday, yeah, I know. I know. Not the best. Do I think I'll ever do barn finders again? Not likely. Not likely. I think it was fun I think I quit playing because mine glitched out and I couldn't complete a mission or something, and I was just like, all right, I'm done. Yeah, it's not likely. I mean, there's newer games coming out that I'm looking forward to. They're just not out. You know, we're kind of in a lull where we're picking up games slowly here and there that come out, but we're kind of in a lull right now. How much of this property up here is mine? Oh, it cuts off right there. Okay, I mean, we could go out a little further this way. Literally, like... just up to the tree right there, probably. But, I mean, that's not... I don't even know if that's worth messing with, really. We cannot go out too much further, though. I mean, whatever, though. I mean, a little bit extra may be helpful. Yeah, a little bit extra may be helpful, but that's all right. Whatever. We'll go with it. I mean, I don't know how much that would add to the acreage. It may not be worth the issue of trying to get it plowed up without going over the property, because I can plow up way past my property line, and I don't want to do that. But it may not be worth the mess or the effort. ATS has also released their achievements. They need something their closed beta. They expect Arkansas within a month. Oh, I didn't think about that. Every time they do that, yeah, they do come out with another state, don't they? Yeah, I'm looking forward to the next one. I haven't played it in a while. We're out of seed. Go grab some more seeds. They need them for the beta. Yeah, that's true. It's true. So that ought to be interesting. And again, I'm glad we were able to sell the rest of our silage. We got some operating cash, so we can actually go afford things, because before we could not. So now we can, though. Now we're good. Now we're good. We're just going to make the run down to the store, which is painfully short, right? Painfully short drive. I do want to pick up a roller, but I don't want one of the in-game Dalbos. Like, I want a mod. A little laggy. It's okay though. Gamescom this week. Yeah, I'll look for some more info about Farm Sim 25 too. Yeah, from Gamescom this week. Yeah, I would too. Battery. I'm thinking that we're probably going to get some more information this week on FS25. I'm really hoping we do anyway. Oh, back this one. So what do we need? 3,000 liters? Yeah, this thing holds 3,000 liters. It doesn't hold, I think it holds 3,500. So we'll go ahead and just fill this up now. Next bag. Oh, you know what? No, we can go more than 3 bags. Let's go, that's 50%. Let's go 3 more? Let's go 2 more and see where it's at. It should be, that's 50%, so it should hold 6 bags this year. We're gonna go with 2 more right now though. It's quite different from the grain drill we used on the farm when I was a kid. Yeah, this is so this is the let me go get the actual number for you. Yeah, this is the Kverneland DG2 12,000. And I don't know how realistic it is. It's a mod, so it could be slightly different than what the real version of the Kverneland is. But it is pretty nice in game. Everything seems to work properly on it. Like the animations and stuff look really good. So yeah, I imagine it would be quite different probably than what a lot of people use. A lot of people around here still use the I doubt we have one on here, but it's the one with the 2 big steel wheels on the side, the old John Deeres. They're like 5 meters wide or something. There's 2 or 3 of those around here, and I think the guy normally just plants his alfalfa with it. I'm not sure exactly, but I know he does. He has a silage farm, so it may not be alfalfa, just grass, whatever kind of grass. But I know that it gets planted somehow with something. So, and I see that cedar behind his house, but maybe he doesn't drill it so often. You know, maybe he. Maybe it's a plant every once in a while, plow up and redo everything at some point, but I don't know. I just know there's one up the road. There's one down the other end of the other direction from the house. So, yeah, that's. I don't commonly see stuff like this around here. It's just not something you see very often, really. Too far. Overcorrection, there we go. To call someone stupid like they did in the old days and face you in a battle of wits, but I refuse to fight an unarmed opponent. Indeed, yeah, that's one of my favorite sayings, actually. Mainly because it refers to me. And how's it going, Smudo, by the way? I hope you're doing well, buddy. Good to see you. Remember 40 years ago watching someone use a small grain drill pulled by a horse? Yeah, that's not surprising. Honestly, man, technology has come so far in the last 20 years. Like, I think people forget just how far we've come in tech in the last, I would say 30 years, since 95, right? 29, 30 years. Like it's been pretty crazy how far we've come. I mean, pretty crazy. I failed my magician's exam. They were all trick questions. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I don't think I've ever heard that one. Pretty good dad joke there, sir. Pretty good. Round we go. Let's do it again. I don't know what we're going to do after this, honestly. Like, there's not a whole lot else to do on here at the moment. Getting this done, getting it... You know what I should have done? I should have fertilized first. I don't know what I was thinking. Should have fertilized before I started planting. But we can refertilize when we do the weeding, probably. Probably be okay. Go ahead and say it. You missed a spot. Yeah, I know. I got it. Whenever your wife's in a bad mood, you should let her color in your black and white tattoos. She just needs a shoulder to cry on. Crayon? Yep. How's the planner? This is actually a really nice planner, honestly. Like, again, all the animations and stuff are really good for it. Price point is achievable. I bought it, so especially on the FSN, being able to buy something is pretty good when you're not doing a whole lot on here. So I mean, yeah, I like it. I think it's well worth the money. Oh, how wide is the planter? Sorry. It is 6 meters, I think, maybe 8. Let's check and see. Let me spin around, grab the rest of this, and we'll look and see. Okay. Get folding up. Cedars. 12 meters. It's a 12-meter wide cedar. Yeah, so it's even better than I thought. I've got a fairly large tractor, and that was the one thing that I went in debt for. Was I bought the tractor, and then I bought a little building to store stuff in, and then greenhouses, a few other little things. We went in debt for it, but we have since worked our way out of debt. And now we're making some actual progress. So we went dead for the tractor, not the cedar. If that wasn't clear. Rewatching the Attitude Era of WWE. Oh man, brilliant stuff. Don't ruin your day like that. Rewatching the Attitude Era on WWE Network. Trish Stratus was a babe indeed, yeah. Again, man, I just don't think they could do... Like, the Attitude Era was just different. I mean, it was different, dude. It was so good. Yeah, I should have fertilized first. Like, nobody cared. You could do pretty much whatever you wanted to. And they did. They definitely did. Doc told me I was looking like a sumo wrestler that had let himself go. When my wife asked me what he said, I told her, Doc says I have a body of an athlete. I mean, hey man, sumo wrestlers are athletes, right? They are. They're absolute athletes. So it's kind of fair. Yeah, sumo wrestlers are athletes. That's fair. You still on a shirt that said, I have the body of a god, I look like the smiling Buddha. That's funny. Alright, we'll just chip that off right at the end there. Okay. Pick that back up. There we go. This one might be a good one for MP. It could be, but I don't know where they got it from. The FSN mods their own mods sometimes, so they'll make stuff specifically for the server. Like they'll take other stuff and then remod it for the server to work as intended, that kind of thing. Like however they want it to work. So it may be available, it may not be. I don't know. We'll check and see. It could be available. Could also not be available, I guess. Control Z. Yeah, there we go. I want to narrow this down so we're not spreading as much out there. One more time. About one more. Nope. Yeah, that's it. 15 meter wide down from 42. But yeah, this could be a good option if it's available. Might want to add some fuel to it. We will. We will, yeah. So I repaired it after I sold. Actually, while I was selling the silage on here, we ran out of fuel. Or not ran out of fuel. The tractor died like 6 times taking loads back and forth, just because of the amount of damage done to it. So, you know, like where the health bar is for this thing. Like, look at it, it's already back down to 3/4. I just repaired it, like, fully. It was repaired before I started mowing the other day. And I didn't mow that much. It's pretty crazy how quickly the damage go up after 30 hours. Like, 30 hours is nothing on a machine. During planting season, that's like a day and a half, like literally straight. Probably the machine's getting used on a lot of farms. A lot of farms will double up, plant day and night. I say a few that I know of. They'll double up, plant, have one morning shift, one night shift, whatever. Just keep people in the field planting. Yeah, I mean, they'll put hours on it. 3 days at the very least. I mean, they're working at least 10-hour days during planting season. So running a tractor for 30 hours is nothing. Like, absolutely nothing. But yeah, we definitely need fuel. When we get done with this field, we'll go grab some. And again, I think this is just the first layer of fertilizer, so we're probably going to have to come back and do another one when we weed. Go ahead and just double check that somewhere. Come on, catch up. Ah, crap. Did exactly what I didn't want to do. Missed the whole middle swath there. I was trying to run down that line while we were doing it, but it didn't work. Of course it didn't work. Why would it work? That'd make too much sense. we go. Let's go finish this out now. We'll get that little line in a minute. Slight overlap, but I'd rather have that than miss it completely. Well, we use GPS, but I didn't feel like hooking my wheel up today. And I know there's keyboard hotkeys, but they're just too much. Too much. Oh, that's where I ran through the field, I guess. Is it loaded yet? We'll give it a second. There we go. Yeah, you see a few little spots got double fertilized, but for the most part, we're going to have to come back down through here second time. And bam. Bam, there we go. No cover on this one, so we'll just go park it up and be ready for the next time. Be ready for the next time. All right, let's go get some fuel. Wrong button. Post. Go, get away from it. Okay. Now we are good to go. All right, so we got wheat and barley planted and fertilized one layer. I should have fertilized first so we would have both layers fertilized now. I don't know what I'm thinking. We always fertilize first. You fertilize, plant, fertilize. No. No. Me being me, just don't pay attention to that. You know, don't do what's the most effective thing on FSN. That would be terrible because then you actually have to do things the proper way. We don't want that. Are you able to add in are you able to add in a crop duster here? Nope, not yet. I don't know that that'll ever be a thing, but I know we thought maybe at some point we would get it. I mean, there's probably a mod out there somewhere. I don't know. But I know that at some point we were speculating that with a Stanchula Apache. I don't know where I'm going. I gotta go to the store. Oh crap. That's bad. Oh, there we go. On a Stanchula Apache, right? There was the little runway, those little hangars, little airplanes that in there. I speculated. I say we. I don't know who else speculated. I speculated that maybe, no, not this store. What am I doing? I'm talking, not paying attention. We speculated that maybe there would be a crop duster put in the game at some point, but there never was. And that was on 2017, I think, Platinum Edition, Nova Stanchula. So, yeah, you know, maybe still there could be. This one, yeah, we can pull up to this one. Okay. The outside pump's got the diesel handles. Also diesel over there in case we had to pull up to that, but that's alright. This is working. We're getting it. I can't believe this thing's already 3/4 of the way damaged. Or a quarter of the way damaged. Crazy stuff. Alright, 627 fuel costs. Let's go finish repairing this thing, I guess. We should have enough seed to plant our next 2 fields and then partial next year as well. So the seeds are actually working out pretty good in our favor because they're rolling over to the next season. And we're going to make flour. And then if we get enough money to buy the bakery, we're going to make bread. But that would leave me very short on funds if we did. Let's just go check the price production. On the bakery. That's 50,000. I mean, that's not bad. Doesn't take up that much room. Could I put it somewhere? It would have to be over here. It'd have to be over there somewhere. We could put it down for 50,000. Once we start producing a good bit of flour, we might. But I want to see how much flour we're producing before then.
Raiding the outhouse. Quick, get the TP.
Happy Sims, happy raid. Thank you so very much for the raid. Welcome to the Raiders. Welcome all of you. I'm trying to get you a shout out. Welcome to the Raiders. Thanks for sharing your stream over here with us. Much appreciated. I just want to give me the name. Yeah. Thank you so very much for the raid. Much appreciated. I have this part. There we go. Give me that now. Let's get rid of that one. Sweet. Okay, there we go. Knocking stuff over. It didn't copy for some reason. Weird. Let's try it here then. Oh, well, let me copy it there. Okay.
Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the outhouse.
Battery gifting out 5 community subs. Much appreciated, buddy. Throw some hearts, plungers, golden TP in chat. Throw some plungers at all the Raiders. Appreciate you. Okay, I think I got it right that time.
Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the outhouse.
There we go.
Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the outhouse.
Let me see who these went to.
Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the outhouse.
Not popping up anywhere. Get some plungers and TP in chat for all the Raiders. Thank you so very much, Happy Sims, for the raid again. Thank you for all the community members of yours joining you over here with us. Much appreciated. I'm headed to the store, and I said the other day we needed a mulcher, but I think we need a trailer for when we start producing. We actually start producing flour, and the trailer's not very expensive, so we're gonna go ahead and buy it. We are gonna have to have something to load it onto the trailer with, but I think we can wait. 15,000 for that, which is probably plenty. We're just gonna leave everything as is, except for the. Oh, we can't paint it, can we? It's fine. Let's go ahead and buy that bad boy. There we go. I don't know who got those. Let's see. Who got the tasty chicken? Trisus, Jags Gaming, Buddy the Goof, 78 Goody. Enjoy the crappy emotes. And thank you, Battery, again, buddy, for the gifted subs. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Happy, how was your stream? I hope it was good. Playing some Farm Sim 22. I need to go give you a follow myself. Let's see. Probably right here. Yeah. Yep. Thank you so very much for the raid. I hope you had a good stream. Hope you had some good farming. All right. We've got that. That's 15,000. Let's check and see what, like, a cheap telehandler, forklift, something like that. Is there anything in the sell page? No, nothing in the sell page. Let's see what that would cost us. Let's go, like, front loaders. 50,000. 30,000 for that one. That's not bad. We just need something cheap. Forklifts. 37, 39. I mean, 37 for the Manitou is not bad. We don't need anything massive. What about front end? Not front end loaders, but telehandlers. What's the cheap ones here? Not really any good options for cheap one, is there? Gosh. Okay. This is gonna be expensive no matter which way we go. It looks like 37,000 is gonna be the cheapest. It's gonna be the Manitou, which I didn't expect. I thought it would be something like a front end load. Well, actually 30,000 for this one. Let's do it. Let's buy. And then let's go back and let's go combinations and let's get a fork for this thing. Any other options? Nope. Okay. Go ahead and get that one. And let's get this guy. And I know this looks silly, but trust me, it's plenty. We're just moving some pallets around. I don't know if this one's got a hose attachment. It doesn't. Okay. Yeah, trust me, I know this looks silly, but it is more than enough for what we need to do. Also, it fits on our trailer. It's a silly looking little front end loader, but this is really all we need. This is really it. I don't know if would this thing even pick up a big bag? It might not even pick up a big bag, let's just be honest. There we go. Throw a strap over it. Okay. Yeah, I know it's silly looking, but it's cheap. So I got lost. Happy raid. Welcome. Welcome, Morgs. Bryce, how's it going? Trisis, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Good to see y'all. And thanks for joining over with the raid. I can understand how it's easy to get lost on Twitch, honestly. It really is. It was, thank you. I was showing off my long-term map for the first time. Nice. Nice, heck yeah. So I've been on this farm. This is on the Farm Sim network. So it plays in real time as part of like a network of servers of like 500 or something crazy. If you've never heard of the Farm Sim network, !FSN in chat, and it'll take you to the website. You can go check it out if you want to. But I've been on this farm for about a year. It's just really hard to get going, so literally I've just been mowing grass and producing silage, and that's been basically it. Since we've been going here, that's been it. That's all I've been doing. So I've just now started planting crops and getting the flour mill down and that kind of stuff. We're just now making enough money where I can do some of this. So it's been quite the tough go of it here. Let's go ahead and unload that, and then we'll back that in to that spot there, just to leave it there. But yeah, we've been on this map for about a year. I've got a single player that I've been playing on Iowa Plainsview that I've been playing on for nearly 2 years. I think we started it in October of 22, and I'm on my last in-game year on it. So, pick it up. There we go. Yeah, I'm on my last in-game year on that one. So, we'll be switching over to Alone in the World until 25 comes out, of course. This should be a lot of fun. I don't know why I thought this would work. Of course, that's not going to work. Let's flip it around the other way. But yeah, so been on here for a while. And haven't really made much progress. And again, this runs in real time, so if you miss your planting season, you've missed your planting season. So a lot of the times I just miss my grass cuts. I miss time to sell, stuff like that. So I've just now started making some progress because I've really been tracking it. I'll hop on daily just to make sure I'm not missing anything. Just because it runs in real time, it's extremely difficult to keep up with if you're not actually keeping up with it. That's kind of how it is. So, but yeah, I've got 4 fields I'm working. I own these 2, and that small one over there, not the big boy, but the small one there. Own this one and that one that just got planted. I'm leasing the one next to me right here too, with a little square cutout. Leasing that, and we're doing sorghum, wheat, barley, and oats just for flour. Where the whole plan on this map was to do breads. Deuce's Bakery, or Deuce's Buns, or something. I don't remember what we were gonna call it, but that's kind of where we're at. So right now, we're just kind of in a holding pattern, I guess. Because stuck again, I guess. We're kind of in a holding pattern. We're waiting on stuff to get grown. It runs with seasons, and it all runs in real time. So it runs at ×1 speed. A 1 day in real life is 1 day in game, and we're playing 2 days per month. So it's 24-day years, 6 month seasons, or 6 day seasons rather. So we're kind of limited. So I'm planting now, and then hopefully we'll be able to harvest this August maybe. I don't know exactly how long it takes, but maybe August. And I planted oats and barley here or September. I think it was the first day of September. So we should be able to harvest the oats and barley in June. So in a couple days, real time here, next week probably. But yeah, once we get some oats and barley put in our meal, we're gonna start running a meal, running some flour. So it's definitely a different take on Farm Sim multiplayer, because it just adds a level of difficulty to it that you normally don't have playing single player or playing just a standard multiplayer game, right? Because you're having to really time out everything you're doing. So it's kind of weird. Hogster, thank you for the follow. K Barnett, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Welcome, welcome. Appreciate y'all. Back this little guy in here. This is cool. I like this little guy. I've never actually used one of these. One of the little Schaefers. I've never used this small one. I've always used like the Manitou or a forklift, but I've never actually used this little guy. This thing's pretty neat. Actually kind of cool, yeah. Yeah, I think using this, I'm going to have to pull my wheel over. Use my farm stick too. But yeah, this thing's pretty neat. I don't know how well it's going to do. Hopefully it does well enough. I mean, we're just going to be moving like 1 or 2 pallets at a time probably. It's not going to be anything major. Trying to get it sold. So, but yeah, this farm is probably going to run until Farm Sim 25 comes out. And I hear there's going to be a wipe. Like a complete wipe on the server, on all servers or whatever when Farm Sim 25 comes out. The website's being rebuilt, things are being put back in place, that kind of stuff. It's been in maintenance for a while. So, I don't know. I don't know how that's going to go once we move over to Farm Sim 25, but hopefully it goes well. The 1950 Jubilee, that would be kind of neat, Rodney. Yeah. Any of those antique tractors like that, the old school tractors, would be fun to see, honestly. Nate, thank you for subscribing, Nate. Appreciate you. Over on YouTube, much appreciated. Thank you much. Welcome. But yeah, I don't know. I'd like to at least start making bread before we flip over to Farm Sim 25, because I'm gonna be playing Farm Sim 25 day one. Like, I'm done with Farm Sim 22 the day Farm Sim 25 comes out. I've always just flipped to the new one. That way I could experience it, show it off and stuff before I actually start watching people play it. I want to experience it before I watch it. And so far, like, 19 had a really rocky release. But other than that, the rest of them have been pretty good, really. I'm going to try this without killing any crops. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, but we're going to try to make this turn. I don't know if they're grown enough yet to where it'll actually hurt them. I hope not, but try this. Well, that did not help at all. Nope, that's going to be worse. Oh, that's way worse. Okay, hang on. We just made an absolute train wreck of this, I think. Just start turning there, maybe. Oh, we took a little corner off, but we've done it. Yeah, we've killed some crops, but we made the turn. That's okay, I guess. I did not mean to do that, but I definitely want to be on this side when I get out so I don't get stuck in the barn again, because I've had that happen before. There we go. Yeah, the rules on this server are pretty crazy. Like, you got to be 5 meters from the road with your buildings, stuff like that. Like, it's your stuff has to be stored under a shed or has to be cleaned off. Like, it's pretty crazy. Crop destruction is the first thing you turned off. Yeah, this runs like a pretty realistic server. Like crop destruction's on. Seasons is on. It runs in real time. We're on a hard economy. Actually, we're on a harder than hard economy because they control the prices. So it's like custom price points or whatever. It's pretty difficult. I think it's custom price points, but it's pretty difficult. It's pretty difficult. HOA rules, basically, yeah. Yeah, I mean, again, though, you got to think it's a server of... It's a network combined by a website, and there's like... Tia, how many servers are there now? I mean, I know there's over 400. There's over 400 servers connected via website. So you can transfer your money to the website, purchase things there. You buy land on auction. Like if we go look at the land, all the purple is all the Farm Sim Network land, and the pink is I think that's Tia's farm. No, Tia's farm's this. This is Billy's farm, Indy's farm. This is my farm up here. These 3 little fields. But again, I'm leasing this one from Billy. So, but yeah, we have to wait on land to come up for auction. Down to 300 and some change due to consolidation. Okay, so down to 300 servers conjoined on the network then. But it's a really tough thing to do because it runs on its own time. You don't get to stop the server or anything. It runs every day. It restarts, and if there's any delay in time, they reset the time so it'll match or whatever. So pretty tough. Pretty tough. We'll get some of this stuff cleaned up here. We've been needing to do this for a while. I'm stuck. Yep. Yeah, I probably should have done this before I put everything away the first time, but it's alright. But yeah, it's pretty tough. But that's still stupid big. Oh, it's the biggest one I've seen, yeah. I didn't realize ads were running, guys. I would have dismissed those. That's my fault. Which most of you aren't going to know now. That I didn't realize that. Sorry about that, guys. Well, I hate when I get a raid and then ads roll because Twitch. The cluster server, it is, yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Where'd my mouse go? Yeah. Yeesh. I'll wait till it's done and then we'll go through our explanation. And if you're on YouTube, then you don't have this problem, but over here on Twitch pretty much forces you to run ads so that people don't have to watch a minute and a half before they can join your live stream, which I find so weird. Like, I get hit with like crazy ads all the time when I join people's stream. It's so silly. I hate even having to do it. Like, at least on YouTube, it's skippable ads most of the time. And people are so used to it on YouTube because you watch videos, you know? Like, Twitch is specifically live streams. It's strange. It's a strange concept to me. Very strange. Go, there's that one. Let's pull over here and get this. I probably need to wash my mower and stuff up, but I'm not going to worry too much about it today. What? That was weird. Let me put it on there now. What? Try this. There we go. I guess I had to get away from that thing. No idea. Okay, welcome back. My apologies. I didn't know those were going to roll, or I would have hit snooze. I'll run a timed ad thing. That way I don't have to worry about it, and people don't have to watch them on the way in. It's silly, but thanks, Twitch. My apologies. Dick Davey, thank you for subscribing over on YouTube. Appreciate you. Weeds. So there's weeds and rocks, and there's reduced prices. But yeah, it's a cluster. It's a cluster server. Around 300 now. I think it was up to what, like 700, 500, 600, something like that. It was up pretty high at one point, but it's all consolidated now. So we're just washing things off, Owen. Nothing really. There's just rules on the server that if it's a certain percentage dirty, you have to clean it or whatever. You used to get fines for it, but we stopped that a long time ago when the server maintenance stuff started. So I don't know if it's still a thing now, but it's just good habit, I guess. It doesn't really do anything. But again, because I'm on a cluster server, then it's you kind of go by the guidelines. Isn't Twitch owned by Google? No, YouTube is owned by Google. Twitch is owned by Amazon. Let's go get the mower out and spray it off too. Yeah, I hate the stupid ads that run midway through stream. It's so silly. Yep, no problem, Owen. Yeah, it really doesn't do anything. It's just a good habit, I guess. But on here, you used to get fines for it, but you don't so much anymore. Like, I've still got to add all my stuff to the website. There's an equipment list you have to fill in on the website for all the equipment you have, and I got to get all that done at some point. I mean, 25's coming up. I don't even know if I'm going to worry about it. Unless I get threatened, then I may do it. But for right now, I don't really see the need. There we go. The way Twitch does ads sounds just like the way Google does it. Yeah, but on YouTube, I can choose to run mid-roll ads or not. Well, on my main channel, Farmer Deuce, I don't really have any control over it because I'm not monetized on Farmer Deuce. So, are we doing this again? Seriously? Yeah, I don't have any control over it on Farmer Deuce. Ads run on Farmer Deuce, I don't get revenue from it. So, I don't have any control over when the ads run. But yeah, on Twitch, it's like you're joining live streams, right? So it's like it's kind of weird that it's a forced thing. Like, they're going to force you to watch ads when you join, or they're going to force streamers to run mid-roll ads, which is detrimental to streams. And I would rather people be able to join and watch for an hour without having to watch ads. I don't know what that was. That was weird. Oh, no hydraulic hoses? That seems odd. Hang on. You haven't had any ads on the Farmer Deuce channel? Cool, good. Yeah, that's fine. I don't get any ad revenue off of it anyway. It's all crowdfunded. Membership, super chat, super things, stuff like that. Yeah. No ads on it. But on my main YouTube channel, I don't run ads during live streams anyway. Like, you might get hit with them at the beginning, but that's just because YouTube's going to run those ads regardless. But most of the time, they're skippable ads. So, we're on Twitch. Like, I've been hit with like a minute and a half worth of ads before I can join somebody's stream. Join, and then they run their top of the hour ads and get another 3 minutes ads. So it kind of sucks, honestly. I was wondering because I have 22 and I just started, so you didn't know. Yeah, no, I mean, it's just good practice, right? I mean, it looks better. Like, look at all the equipment. You know what I mean? Like, it's all nice and clean. Like, there's some paint chips and stuff on it, but you know what I mean? It all looks good, nice and clean. This one, not so much. I probably should wash that one off too, but it just looks better when you put it away washed. Like, look at the mower. Right? Look at this thing. This thing looks terrible, right? Awful. Absolutely awful. But it just looks better when you clean it up and put it away. It's not really something you have to do unless you're on a server like this, which we are. We have to do it, so. I mean to type that last word? No, it's autocorrect sometimes does weird stuff. It does. It does do some strange things. Yeah, no, it's all good. I wouldn't worry about it. I wouldn't worry about it at all. But yeah, Google owns YouTube, and I mean, honestly, I have to say that I kind of like the way they do stuff. Like people that have been dedicated streaming on Twitch for years are just like, YouTube streaming, blah, blah, I don't like the UI, blah blah blah. It's not great because you have to create a video to stream to. Where on Twitch you just hit go live and it goes live, and then it creates a video when it ends. And people, if your stream ends for some reason, and you're gonna go live again in 10 minutes, your chat room is the same. But on YouTube it's not. It creates a whole new chat room and a whole new video instead of creating it afterwards. That's my biggest issue with live streaming on YouTube. It's not so much the actual streaming part. I don't mind the UI. I like the UI, actually, on YouTube. I like the detailed stuff. I like that we can turn off ads during the live streams. So, I mean, yeah. I don't run mid-roll ads on YouTube during the live streams. YouTube, Twitch, I don't really have a choice. It's either that or you get hit with like a minute's worth of unskippable ads before you can join. And that just deters people from joining. I know I do it too. If I click on somebody's stream and I get hit with a minute and a half worth of ads, if I don't know who it is, I'm likely not going to stay. If it's just somebody new I'm checking out. So, it sucks, but, you know, Twitch has basically killed the streaming world, I guess, on its own platform, which is really weird. It's really strange. But yeah, that's the farm. There's the mill. There's the silage plant over there. Some greenhouses, my little equipment. That's pretty much it. That's all we got. For now, we're going to put a bread factory over there. Oh, I was going to look and see where we can put the bakery. Once I got stopped here, let's see. Bakery. There we go. The little guy. I'd put it right in here somewhere. I don't know if money's... Yeah, I know. I don't know if money's... I think we'll put it right here, actually. That's a pretty good little spot. That's 5 meters off the road. Right in there somewhere. That's fine. Yeah, it'll fit right there, too. It'll actually look pretty good. I never come in right here with anything. I always come in from here and loop around to this corner. Yeah, I could put the bakery right there. I think it'd look pretty good. I don't know what the pickup... Where's the pickup on the back? Right there. If we do it there, that still leaves some room to pick everything up. Actually, yeah, that'll work pretty well. I like it. That's probably where it'll end up. It'll look pretty good between the trees, too. Oh, there we go. It'll look pretty good between the trees. Nice little bakery set off in the back there. Do I recommend getting Farm Sim 25 when it comes out? I'm not going to recommend people buy anything. I think if you think it's going to be worth it for you, then get it. I know I'm going to be getting it day one. I'm getting a collector's edition just so I have it, because I've never owned a collector's edition for Farm Sim. And then I'm also buying it on Steam, so I actually have the Steam achievements and keys and stuff. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be buying it, so... Yeah, we're just not going to repeat that out loud, Rodney. We're not going to repeat that out loud. But yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We can't put it down right now because we don't have enough money, but we will. We will have it at some point. I just said do it. I think we will, yeah. I think if you like Farm Sim and you're not getting Farm Sim 25, I think you're going to be missing out on a lot because it's going to be really good, I think. So, just my opinion. I think it's going to be a fantastic version of Farm Sim. It's going to be the best version of Farm Sim I think we've seen yet. Just my opinion, but I think that's the case. $47 hours of playtime for Farm Sim 22. So it paid for itself, I think. Yeah, I don't even know how many I have. I don't have that many. I've got 1,600 hours in Farm Sim 22. I don't have quite that many, but... I just hope I can afford to buy it then. Yeah, I don't even know what the price of Farm Sim 25 is on Steam. Let's go look and see, shall we? Farm Sim 25. Probably be better just to search the store. Farming Simulator 25 is $49.99. Really? The 1-year bundle's $79.99. I thought it was $39. Was it $39.99 last time? Yeah, Farm Sim 22 was $39.99, right? I don't remember paying $50 for Farm Sim. That's USD, by the way. The trailer seems good, even though it's not real gameplay. That's true, yeah. But they have shown real gameplay though. They have shown actual gameplay. But what will we have new in Farm Sim 25? Fog and water physics. Ground distribution. So you're gonna actually make tire marks. They're gonna leave depressions in the ground. There's new crops. GPS is built into the game in some fashion. It's a simple version, but there's going to be GPS built into the game. There's no reflections on this paint right now, but every paint job in the game is going to have reflections in it of stuff around it. And you can say, oh, it's just fog and water physics and reflections or whatever. But that's huge for a simulator game. I mean, that's the kind of stuff you want, right? Like, you want the stuff to make it seem more immersive. But they also have ground depression. So when you drive a tractor, if I were to drive a tractor over this field, it would actually leave tractor tire imprints in the ground. When you drive over it the other way, it's going to be bumpy, right? I don't know to what extent that's going to be, but it's going to leave indentions in the ground when you drive over it, which I think is a huge improvement. So again, I mean, if you bought 19, you bought 22, you bought 17, it's that but improved. So, like, I don't see why people have such an issue with the additions they're making. The quality of life stuff is important for Farm Sim. Volumetric clouds that are actually going to cast shadows over the ground, right? Volumetric lighting. Like, I think all of that stuff is hugely important for Farm Sim. I mean, if they were to add all that stuff to, like, Call of Duty, it wouldn't be worth it. That just doesn't make sense in an FPS game. But for a simulator, though, that's a huge deal. You need all that stuff right now. No actual tire depression physics? Go watch the video. There's an actual wire mesh system of the ground. Like, when you run over it, it leaves the depression in the ground. Visual is what we have now, where it just leaves a tire track. Like, that's what I got out of it anyway. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but there's an actual wire mesh coating of the ground where when you drive over it, it leaves like driving on your fielding. If you drive on this, it's not going to do it. But if you drive on this, it'll leave the actual indention in the ground. Or that's the way it looked to me. And I could be wrong. But, I mean, if Farmer's Dynasty can get it right, surely Giants have figured it out by now, you know? But I don't know. Gamescom's coming up. We'll find out. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I mean, just because it's you know, I've seen so many people complain, oh, it's just fog. Who needs fog? Who needs, you know, new water physics, whatever. But I mean, it's a simulator game after all, right? Like, that adds more depth to the actual playing of it, like, to me. Do we need, like, actual realistic ground textures and physics? Yes. But Giants is built on its own engine. They're not using like Unreal Engine or anything. They have their own engine they build it on. So they're trying to build that into the engine itself to build it into the game itself. So, like, they're having to rework their game engine every single iteration of Farm Sim instead of just going, okay, let's take the physics on Unreal 5 and let's build a game with it. No, they're building the engine to build the physics to build the game. So, I mean, it's a lot more in-depth for them. What's up, Jeremy? How's it going, buddy? So, I mean, yeah, I understand a lot of people aren't happy with just fog and volumetric lighting and volumetric clouds and the actual depression, maybe not actual depression physics, but the immersion of tire depressions in the ground. Like, it may not be everybody's, you know, want, but them adding GPS to the base game, even though it's a basic GPS and it's the same for every field, it gives you 2 headlands and then up and down. It's still something for console players that they didn't have. They've never had that. So that's a huge step forward in just in my opinion by itself, that alone is a huge step forward. Especially if on a console, it's a good reason to buy Farm Sim 25. Just in my opinion. But that's just me. Do what you do, you know. They're really to make sure the terrain manipulation can be a thing. Flat land is so needed. I'm with you, Dono, that ground manipulation 100% needs to come to Farm Sim. I just want them to do it without breaking the game. Immersion, yeah. I want them to do it without breaking the game. Like cattle and crops, right? They did it, but the rest of the game apparently wasn't worth playing. Like, I've played cattle and crops. I own it. But it just doesn't hold up to Farm Sim. It really doesn't. It'll take a lot of time to move mods from Farm Sim 22 to Farm Sim 25, so my prediction is nobody will play Farm Sim 25 in the first year. That's a really silly prediction, I'm just going to be honest. Farm Sim 22 was a huge release. I mean, they did some really big numbers on Farm Sim 22, and it took a while to move mods over to it as well. But it was a huge release. They did big numbers on the release. I mean, I think that's a silly prediction, honestly. But again, you're entitled to your own opinion. The numbers just don't support it. I think there's going to be a lot of people that don't move over to Farm Sim 25 right away. Mainly due to price. I mean, it's hard to afford anything these days. I've been looking forward to this for a long time. I've got money put back just for Farm Sim. So, I just don't see that being the case. That nobody will play Farm Sim 25 in the first year. I think there's going to be more people that move over to Farm Sim 25 than there's still playing Farm Sim 22 by Christmas. Easily. There's going to be more people on 25 than there is 22 by Christmas. And it doesn't come out to November. In the first month and a half, there's going to be more people on 25 than there is 22. It's not going to take that long to move over mods. I mean, plus, just the in-game equipment is pretty good. Like, I'm playing with all in-game equipment here. For the most part. I mean, there's a few mods, but like the planner's a mod. But everything else is in-game stuff except for I guess the quick bale or whatever it is. The quick bale and the planner. Everything else is in-game stuff. So, yeah, even the water trailer, in-game stuff. But like, I mean, I think there's still a huge fan base that's definitely going to jump. I've just never seen people stay on the previous iteration of Farm Sim instead of moving to the new one. I've never seen that happen. The majority always jump to the new one. Now, given price this year may be a factor, but of my, what is your personal favorite of farming simulator that ever came out? 22. 22 is the best one in my opinion so far. I think in 15 the message boards were probably some of the most fun, immersive part of it, because you would have to go to the message boards, you'd get your task, and then you go do it, right? Like, that was fun. If they added that to 25 with all the additions that they've made to 22, and then the extended additions they're doing on 25, and the more immersion they're putting in it, and then if they took that and put it back into 25, I think that would be a lot of fun. But that aspect from 15 is my favorite aspect of the game. But yeah, Farm Sim 22 by far favorite. Definitely my favorite version. Absolutely. Farm Sim 25 probably will be. So Alexander seems to have fallen on his keyboard. It's my birthday month, so I know what I'm asking for. Yes. Yeah. I'm looking to No Man's Land on 25. Looking forward to No Man's Land on 25. Yes. It's going to be fun. His favorite farming sim is Dinkum. I mean, basically, yeah. Basically, sure. That's going to do it for today, though. I appreciate you guys for hanging out. I'm glad we talked a little bit about Farm Sim 25, too. Oh, it's going to be a constant. I think the closer we get, the more it's going to be talked about for sure. But the sun is starting to go down on Hobo Hollow, and we are going to call it a day. I appreciate you guys. When ChatGPT NPCs will be introduced in any game, I mean, games that do that are just going to hurt themselves. I think the majority of the gaming community is not not on board with replacing coders and replacing voice actors and stuff with AI. I mean, it's putting people out of jobs, and it's going to eventually. But I think to start with, though, it's going to hurt games. But it's definitely coming, though, 100%. Appreciate you guys. I'll catch you next time. Be back on YouTube tomorrow around the same time, maybe a little earlier. Wednesday, we're definitely going to be early on YouTube. Probably doing Supermarket Simulator tomorrow on the main YouTube channel. Back tomorrow afternoon on Iowa. We won't be doing anything here tomorrow, I don't think. It'll be Wednesday afternoon. Oh, no, Wednesday I won't be here. I got a gig. Thursday afternoon, we'll be back on FSN probably. But tomorrow, we'll be back on Iowa Plainsview. Continue on there, probably skipping a few days, that kind of stuff. And Wednesday, I will be streaming on YouTube, but not here on Twitch or Farmer Deuce on YouTube, just on my main channel. So, appreciate you guys. Have a great morning, afternoon, night, wherever you are. Later, folks. I talked about AI. These images are AI generated right here, by the way. And you can tell. They're terrible.
Woman, for this not so perfect.